and fans across the world and across Canada. Grab your favorite snack and get comfortable. It's time for live curling here from the Stratford Rotary Complex in Stratford, Ontario, as we bring you 2022 New Holland Canadian Juniors live action. My name is Andrew Denny. I'm joined on my right by Mr. Sean Turriff. Sean, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm excellent, as usual. Now, Sean, for the folks at home who may not know you, do you want to tell us a little bit about your involvement in curling?
Wow. Yes, sure. My background's as coach. I'm here at the event this week as long story. At the event that Curling Canada provides a mentor coach for all the teams, and the role is really just as a resource for all the coaches and players to come to with any issues they might have outside the playing surface. So we're not going to help them with strategy. We're not going to help them with technique. We may help them with team dynamics and such, but we're a resource for the for all the teams. Longtime resource coach Bill Shearhart, which a lot of people will know, is retiring after this year, and they asked me to replace him. So that's what my job is here.
I can't think of a better replacement, Sean. I've known you in curling for many, many years, and your quality speaks for itself. As we get underway here, we're featuring the draw on Sheet B, as we have all week, as our cameras are fixed. And this one is between the Northwest Territories' Cassie Rogers out of the Yellowknife Curling Center and Alberta #1's Serena Gray Withers out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton. Alberta sporting a 3-1 record thus far in the tournament, and Northwest Territories picked up their first win versus New Brunswick last night as they sport a 1-3 record. Wasting no time here in the early parts of the first end, an Alberta guard is up and a Northwest Territories draw comes around. Anna Monroe now delivering her second. Looks like she wicked off that guard ever so gingerly.
It's a big scrub for the second shot of the game.
No kidding, and the Alberta sweepers were busy sweeping the skip stones to the button. Northwest Territories starting this game with the hammer by virtue of draw to the button.
10 down, 10, 9-5.
Grace Twa delivering her second.
Let it curl. Callie, yeah.
It's an open hit, but it'll stay on the high side. That'll chap that rock through and spill the shooter out. Spoke to Grace before the game if she had any relation to Donald Twa, the first skip for the Yukon Northwest Territories conglomerate back in 1975 at the Briar. She said, no relation. It's uncanny, really.
That was almost a great story.
Really, I was really hoping, Sean. You know, as a writer for this event, I really wanted that one to come through. Brianna Cullen's offering now.
So I think today we'll see a lot of brushing just like that. The ice surface is unbelievable. It's super fast, lots of curl. The brushers can have a huge impact, and we've seen that so far this week already. They've been dragging rocks, they've been carrying them past guards. It's really great that the sweepers can rely so much on their brushers and that the ice surface allows them to do that.
It certainly got a great result there, as that draw is dead buried. Kelly Skoge now delivering her first. She'll run it back and spill that ran rock right out of the house. A wonderful shot there.
Good team shot. They called the right ice. She threw the right line. She got the brushing support, and she threw the right weight. That was one thing we saw the Northwest Territories team the other day on the live stream. I was lucky enough to be sitting up here when they were playing, and one thing that impressed me was their ability to choose the appropriate weight. So on that last shot, she didn't overthrow it. She threw enough weight to get the job done.
Certainly brings the line call and the sweeping more in as a factor when you drop the weight and keep the control in. We were talking this morning. I remember When I was in juniors many, many, many years ago, everybody just threw peel at everything and hoped for the best. Turned out it wasn't the best strategy.
Do you like forward then?
And so that Alberta offering will be half buried in top of the forefoot. Cassie Rogers looking for a little information from the hack to see how much of that rock is accessible.
Should be like a 12-5.
And they're very comfortable offering at this with about board weight. Skoge second. And she'll be wide, unfortunately. That rock will flash by and leave Alberta an opportunity now. Where's the perfect spot for this rock, Sean?
Perfect spot? I would like to see it sticking half, not half out, maybe a third out, top 12.
Certainly would give a good positional advantage to Zoe Cinnamon as she offers her first.
A trick on this ice, we were saying earlier, that there's so much curl that it's a little trickier placing guards. A long guard is really only good for guarding another guard on this kind of surface because you can get around it with almost any kind of weight.
And we see that employed several times so far this week. Very lively houses and lively rocks. That's an excellent result there for Cinnamon.
If we peel, that's fine. Or, Ryan, if you run it, can you move all three? Are they touching? No. Just throw 9.
So a nice positive discussion there from the Northwest Territories team. Talking about results and what is acceptable, what the house looks like. Chastity O'Keefe now will deliver her first. She'll find the nose and run it back. Will that stick around? It'll stay as a biter on the edge of the 12. So mission partially accomplished there for the Northwest Territories. They're opening up their center line path a little bit more, the access to the forefoot. Regardless, the opportunity now lies for Alberta with Cinnamon second.
Yep. Really good. 16-1.
Pressure early here on the Territories from Alberta.
I think we throw a little more weight at it this time. And then maybe
Not afraid to play that soft game so far.
Yeah, they certainly worked in those draw paths quite well during the practice session. So.
But I'll play it tight, and if you get one of those, that's good. Play the intern high side. No, I like. That's okay. You make it. You got it.
So a discussion there about what turn they want to throw at this.
Yeah. Okay, you got it.
Consensus seems to be the out turn now for O'Keefe's second.
One thing we talked about again in the previous broadcast was the concept of tolerance or missing well. They had a good discussion there about Skip saying that, you know, if you catch that guard, that's okay. So you get a good result. That's technically a miss, but she's opened it up. She's given herself a chance. She's gotten something out of that shot rather than nothing at all. Didn't get what she wanted exactly, but didn't get a complete miss either, and that's a positive thing.
Absolutely. If you can miss and still accomplish at least a little something, you're better off than what you were. My journalistic background is in baseball. We called it productive outs. Move a runner. And so Alberta will lie 3.
Splitting center.
Northwest Territories with the hammer here in this end.
Speed's like good. Okay, I'll give it to you.
First offering here from Serena Graywithers.
It's okay. We're tight. Easy then.
Can we
Whoa.
freeze? No, we're tight. Okay, well, this is tight guard. Okay. Line's actually coming really nice.
Oh, no.
Halfway tight. Little finish. Yep, go Brianna hard. Split center.
Whoa.
Beauty.
Whoa.
Really good.
Nyrock will come to a rest in a very nice position. Lots of late finish, hog line in on that guard.
Good sweep.
That's a great angle there.
Just to give you an idea, too, I took a time hog to hog on that one. I got 17.1 seconds.
That is quick ice.
That's pretty quick ice.
The concept of falling out of the hack, essentially.
Had a discussion with some of the coaches. We have a lounge for the coaches at the event. A place just for them to come and discuss whatever they want to discuss. And they were talking about the speed of the ice and the adjustments that it takes for the players. That at their clubs, they're playing in about 14.5 hog to hog for a draw to the tee line. And one of the teams was mentioning that they were lucky enough to get on a sheet of ice that was regularly about 15.5. And so that was a really big adjustment they felt for them. And then they came here and they're looking at close to 16.5, and they're having a little bit of trouble with that extra second adjustment. It's going to make that sound like a lot, but 1 second hog to hog is actually quite a big adjustment.
Certainly substantial. As Cassie Rogers delivers her first here in the first end.
Really close. Back pass. Back line. All the way.
Nyrock will over curl and chap the guard. The shooter will spill through the house. Wade looked excellent. Just over curled.
That was always going to be a pretty tough shot. I mean, the depth of that guard combined with the way it was lined up with the two in the house made that a pretty tough shot.
Yeah, certainly would have been gravy to stick your shooter around. With that kind of weight, it would have stuck around, but still a precision shot.
Alrighty, taking a smidge more ice. Trying to go top 12 if we can. Like, tight's pretty good too. But like just top 12. So like, honestly, tight's fine. Want to be a little bit more on Brianna's side than the last time. We were crossing a bit.
Line 3. Alberta looking to add a little more to their fortunes without hammer here in the first. As Gray-Withers delivers.
Softer.
It's okay.
Easy, Brianna.
Not tight. Up. Halfway tight.
Go to curl.
It's just gotta move. We're tight. Halfway.
Finish.
Line's good now. Line's good.
Woo.
Over and up.
Woo.
Little bit, Brianna.
No.
Little bit.
No.
Little bit. Yep. Right there. Perfect. Really good. 18 points.
Nyrock come to a rest, biting the center line. Certainly a nice looking guard.
Sorry. I just never wanted to be heavy there.
Not sure that Northwest Territories have a path to draw to, but they can certainly bump that stone that rests on the top of the button of the New Holland logo there.
No, I know.
Yeah, I think they're
I'm
relegated
like, that's okay.
to accepting the force
I
here.
literally said that. I'm like, top 12 is a bonus. Like,
There's
okay,
really
it's
no
like
way to get enough of the button there.
2 feet.
I say that, and then I also say that the ice curls an awful lot, but I really don't
You just threw like
think they can get all the way to enough of the button there.
Yeah, not from, certainly not with this ice. I think they're throwing a little bit of weight at this just to bump it and potentially sit down and take their single.
Yep. You got it.
Final stone here in the first end.
I'm awfully nervous about throwing a little weight at this. I'd really The danger is you don't want to get behind early.
No, wait, stay. Top 4. Back 4. See, it's just back 4. Back 8.
They're by the first guard. They'll be chapping off the second guard and spill into the forefoot.
Oh God, I'm getting out of here.
That'll still be a score of 1 for Alberta here in the first end as they'll steal. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with more action here from the 2022 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships.
When the cab is your office, you'll never get tired of going to work. Spring, summer, fall. Season after season, New Holland offers the solutions and connected technology that you need. From seeding and spraying to the world's leading twin-rotor combine, New Holland has you covered from emergence to harvest. Visit your local New Holland dealer to learn more about how New Holland helps you get it done.
Back to the Stratford Rotary Complex here in Stratford, Ontario, as we are broadcasting live from the 2022 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships. My name is Andrew Denny. I'm joined by Sean Turriff, and you know, our office today is not a New Holland cabin, but we're happy to be in the broadcast booth, bringing live curling directly to your living room, mobile device, tablet, or desktop computer. Feature match today is Alberta #1 versus Northwest Territories. We're off to a fast start here. Alberta stealing a single point here in the first.
Yeah, that was a pretty clutch shot, I thought, by Cassie, just to make sure that she didn't give up more than one.
Yeah, great tolerance on that throw, and she certainly didn't overthrow it. And steal at 1, not the end of the world in the first end of a 10-end game.
No.
Yeah, it looks like Alberta's first offering came into the house. So Grace Trois will deliver. It curls across the nose, and the shooter will spill out.
I'd say it was a 16-1, but we're also wondering,
There's Gray Withers quickly has the broom down there. For Anna Monroe, she delivers her second. And a nice adjustment there from Monroe as she'll be occupying the top of the button.
Yeah, it just did not run the same at all. Like that one looked like.
Well, I think that's what we thought. She initially thought like.
I don't know. Yes.
Cassie Rogers of the Northwest Territories looks like they're electing to hit this one with Grace Trois second.
No, I like his point this
Both teams look like they're pretty happy to keep this end clean, not taking too many risks.
Yeah, certainly lots of time to get busy in a 10-end game, and a couple of clean ends help you bank some time on the score clock.
Good throw.
That rock will be replaced by Northwest Territory Stone. Brianna Cullen is now tasked with switching it back to yellow.
And this one's curling early. She may swing by a big brush by the sweepers, but...
Okay, you're off. 11-1.
Yeah, that'll be passed. A little high five on the way by, but certainly nothing substantial. So an unfortunate miss there for the Alberta foursome.
So an interesting choice that Cassie has here. She could either guard that stone or put something on the other side. She's electing to put something on the other side. The issue with the guard is as I mentioned earlier, because there's so much swing, it's not just as simple as plopping a rock in front of it. The depth is really critical. If it's too high, it doesn't really function as a guard. And if it's too tight, then it's an easy run back. So I think that's probably why she's chosen to split the house here.
Always a balancing act on ice like this. As Kaylee Skogie delivers, and that rock will come to a rest in the back 12. Not a bad spot, but probably would have rather that top 12 rather than back 12. But with an open house, you like to.
Yeah, this gives Alberta a chance to roll, to kind of coalesce the rocks a little bit. A little flop over to that side and maybe get a double, get out of the end.
We'll see what this Brianna Cullen offering has in store. It'll be close to the nose with a mild inside flip.
You gotta let her know if it's not. Yeah. Okay. You got it.
Kaylee Skogie now delivers her second.
9-5. Close. Shot. 9-5. 9-5.
That'll be right on the nose and flip back to the center line ever so gingerly. Hit and roll certainly still in play here for Alberta.
Okay, I got a 9-8. Oh, that's good. That's good. Software.
And that task will fall to Zoe Cinnamon.
Your feet?
As she settles into the hack.
Like what? Easy up! No! All right, nice sweep. Shot. Shot.
So she'll make contact and roll.
So that's that roll I was talking about earlier. She doesn't really need to make the double now. She just needs to get the rocks clustered together a little bit so that hopefully, from Alberta's point of view, they can get a double later.
You got it.
And as you can see, as the broom goes down, Northwest Territories are going to look to roll back to center to create that separation. Chastity O'Keefe now with her first. She'll bop that close to nose. And flip back just a little bit. So pretty natural double now manifesting here for Alberta.
And so there's a bit of a lesson, I think, for younger players, that because those rocks were spread across the house, you don't need to make the double right away, especially early in the end. Alberta basically manufactured the situation by getting a good roll across and being a little patient.
Patience pays off here for Zoe Cinnamon. She'll jam the double.
8-7.
And the shooter will squirt out of the house. So a bit of an opportunity missed.
Cassie a little lackadaisical there watching that rock come out of the house, but all's good. Squirted out.
O'Keefe now with her second.
Back 4, come down, back 8. Are we to that? We're not through. No, we're not through. We could sit there. Maybe. Charlotte? It's too late now.
The sweepers never liked it, as that rock will scream through.
30. 30? No, see, the thing is...
A little bit of an unfortunate misstep there for the Territories.
No, I don't think... No, we got it. It's through anyway.
Looking like it could have been a deuce, and now you'll have to work for a blank.
Should we walk into the camera now? Probably do that then. Walk over there. Yeah, on the left.
Such is life on a curling sheet.
Lower too much because you're already shorter than me. Zoe's moved a lot here, so.
Regardless, Alberta will be happy to have this opportunity back.
It's just important that we get it.
And it'll be Serena Gray Withers who settles in for her first. That rock stays on the high side and ends up rolling out.
8-6.
So a different complexion now all of a sudden with Alberta not sticking their shooter around. That gives Cassie Rogers an opportunity to draw to the wing and bring a jam back into play.
Sorry, just very positive.
Whether that jams onto the house or not, I can't tell from this angle, but certainly looks like it could be close.
I think I'd be tempted to play the straight up freeze.
Not a bad idea.
Where do you want to sit, like feet? Yeah.
Certainly would make getting a 2
You got it. Okay, you're
better
good.
option.
15-5. You know it.
Cassie Rogers now with her first.
It's good. It's good. Top 4. Top 2. Oh, back 4. Back 8. Back 12. Back 4. Back 8. Whoa, Chris. Whoa. We can't. Oh. We can get to that one if we need. Yeah, we gotta go. Yep. Hard over. Hard over. Hard, Grace. Whoa, Grace. Whoa. Whoa, Grace.
So maybe a little bit too much weight as that rock comes and chaps off the yellow stone and the back on the back line and flips open.
And that's maybe the danger of trying to play the freeze. If anything, the tolerance there was light. They did call the T line shot, which again I think tolerance might have been lighter, but regardless, a little bit extra weight wasn't going to be good in that situation anyway.
Certainly now opportunity for Alberta to bop this on the nose and get out of a little bit of trouble. Gray Withers now. Delivers. That rock will come just on the inside of the nose and roll away, so it's going to be an open blank here for Northwest Territories in the second. Get a free look at a path that they like with a weight that they like.
You got it. I'll clean it.
Naturally, never waste a good opportunity to collect some information.
What? Oh, okay, that's fine. Fair enough. Yeah.
Not atypical to see some undue hits and rolls and rolling out and missing a few things here and there in the early ends as the teams get acclimated with the sheet and the playing surface.
Yeah, taking no chances there. That one's through the backboards.
Most certainly. Even a good pick wouldn't stop that rock.
I got it.
That'll be through the house as we'll mark a blank here in the second end. From Sheet B at the 2022 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships.
Okay.
We'll throw it to a break. And we'll be right back.
Good thing.
This is where the focus comes into play. Look at that.
Proudly pulling for this generation of Canadians and the next for over 40 years at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Stratford Rotary Complex here in Stratford, Ontario, as we bring you live coverage of the 2022 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships. My name is Andrew Denny. I'm joined by Sean Turriff here in the booth. We're happy to bring this broadcast to you on behalf of Curling Canada and our partners at IKS Live, who consistently deliver an excellent streaming product, so big thank you to them.
That's okay.
1-0 is our score thus far after 3 ends, Alberta leading
16
via the way of a steal in the first end.
Okay,
Anna Monroe
that's good. Fine.
throws a nice tight guard here to get us started here in the third.
No. Draw. 2.
Oh, that's how we're
3's
playing.
fine.
All right, guys, let's keep it nice and clean this end.
So Cassie Rogers is going to
You got it.
play to the wing. They were discussing where they want that shot with a little bit of complacency. As Grace Twa delivers.
Choosing to play this end a little bit different than they played the first end. First end, the center guard went up and they went around it right away, and it got them into a little bit of trouble.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
So I think Cassie is probably thinking,
It's over. No,
let's not get into that same kind of trouble.
Oh. No, it's fine.
Nyrock will find the 12-foot. Still the early ends, as we're only in the third. And then Alberta will have the broom down quickly for this hit. That task will fall to Anna Monroe here with her second. And that rock stays on the high side and rolls away. Hit that fairly close to nose. It's just the weight and how lively these rocks are. You'll get some bounce off them.
I think she called it in the house. Called the same weight. Yeah, same weight for sure. You just know it. You got it. It was a 25.
It'll be rinse and repeat here for the territories. Or Grace Twa's second.
Same. No. Same. That's really close.
2, 3. You want it from the house.
Line squat. 3. Chat first.
Sweepers are working this one.
Yeah. 15-8.
So you'll hear the players throwing around a lot of numbers, and it may be confusing for folks who aren't playing at maybe a competitive level or who don't use these number systems. There's all kinds of different systems these teams are both using. Typically on a hit, they're going to be using a hog-to-hog time, so the time it takes the rock to go between the hog lines. You're usually going to hear a 10 or a 9. With the ladies, you don't usually hear 8. With the guys, you might hear 7. So that's what they're doing on the hits. I believe Northwest Territories at least is using the zone system to try and call out where they think the rocks are going to go. So typically that's a 10 zone system that starts at the back, starts at the hog line, and there's 10 zones that they identify. The first 3 zones are in front of the house. So you might hear it's a 2, meaning it's halfway between the hog line and the top of the house. So if those number systems are confusing, it's because there's 2 or 3 different systems in play.
And you can expect an invoice in the mail for that free lesson from Coach Sean Turriff, a beacon of knowledge. As the territories will come down and bop that on the nose, stick around biting the 12-foot. And it does get a little confusing when there's 2 different systems being employed, so definitely good to clarify.
You got it. How much weight?
Gray Weathers has the broom down quickly for Brianna Cullen. She'll deliver her second.
No. Stay close. No. Hard roll, Anna. Just a little roll, actually. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Rock will come in the nose and just on the inside and flip back. Very nice result there for Cullen. Looks like both teams are going to be happy to run them back up and down for this end. With a 10-end game, there's certainly no rush to mix it up too much.
Yeah, they're both playing a little bit tentatively. That center guard is, it's a little snaky. It's something you got to watch out for. One team gets a roll in behind, you might see a bunch of rocks suddenly pop up and come into play. But right now, they're kind of all just flirting with that edge.
Oh my goodness.
That shooter will flip back to the edge, but out of the house it looks like. So, unfortunate result for the Territories. It will give Alberta an opportunity to play the counterclockwise come around. Zoe Cinnamon now with her first.
Mine's good.
It's okay, a little down.
All you. All you, room. Lots of room.
Ready?
Line's close, actually.
Room.
Finish. Hard.
Oh, okay, I can't get falling down.
Right to center.
Now Rock will stop biting the top four. An excellent draw there from Cinnamon.
That's a well-managed shot there.
Yeah, a lot of communication from the sweepers and the skip the whole way down. And like you said, Sean, if you throw this guard a little too tight, it almost makes the run back too inviting. So Chastity O'Keefe now will deliver.
Me? Hard Kelly.
She'll run it back, but jam on the nose. Good news for the Territories, that stone's now red instead of yellow. Bad news is it's now Alberta's shot. And the way the ice is curling, you can definitely bury it in that spot.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room. She's saying top button, which is really 2 feet. 2 feet around, or sorry, 2 feet past that yellow rock they've already got in there. Pretty precise, but that's kind of where that rock needs to be. So.
Yeah, you'd hate to be a foot behind T line and invite the freeze. Now Rock is off the center line guard and chips to the other side. Perhaps a little light there from Cinnamon, but tell you what, those Alberta sweepers are, they are getting a work in today. It is a lot of sweeping, and they are excellent at it.
Yeah, the nice thing about sweepers ice is that you can do something with it. The tough part is it means the sweepers do a lot of work.
That's where that off-ice physical conditioning comes into play. Nothing I'd know about, but as that run back is made by Chastity O'Keefe, that's a great shot.
Really good shot.
Yeah, it was probably there. Yeah, that looks good. Okay.
See here, the sweepers are keeping that line straight the whole way.
Why is that moving forward?
Just over curls.
I caught it with the top of my toe. I was going over it.
So Northwest Territories sitting 1 at this point. Rock, you see on the right-hand part of your screen, is not in the house. Serena Gray Withers looks like she's going to play an angle run at this.
Yeah, if she gets it right, she might be sitting 2 here in a second.
Certainly an opportunity to roll that shooter on, potentially.
Well, the weight call here is going to be important. It looks like she's, with that ice, looks like she's throwing quite a bit of weight at it. I think she could do the same thing with less weight, but then, of course, you've got to manage the amount of curl. By taking tight ice there, she's hoping, I think, to take some of the curl out of it.
Precision shot here from Serena Gray Withers as she delivers. This rock is running. She'll be thin across the top.
Yeah, that's a little bit of the risk of that's the other side of the blade there. If you overthrow it, then it will run a little bit straight.
I don't know who it is. Someone's scratching like quite a bit. Or they probably could be a broom. Might be a broom. It might be. I don't think it's a broom because it's right down.
So decision time for the territories. With the hammer here in the third end and sitting one.
Just like right there.
The ball is in their court and how they want to cook up a deuce.
Yeah. Maybe a slider? I don't think it's any of that. Even if I'm one of you guys might have had like a piece of ice or something. There's like some scratches up and down. I don't think it was us. I didn't see anything, but yeah. Okay.
It looks like the counterclockwise draw is going to be the call here.
Yeah, the issue is if they don't play into that forefoot, it's not the textbook way of generating two, playing up the center with last rock. But if they don't play into the center, then Alberta absolutely will.
I like talking like halves. Yeah.
A little bit of offensive defense.
Yeah, like that. Hey. 15-5. Yeah. Weight hasn't changed yet. You got it.
Rogers will settle in and deliver her first.
Whoa, waist up. Back four. Whoa, back four. It's tough hand. Slow down. Whoa. Don't touch the hand. Keep it tight. Can I go? Whoa, it's back 8. No. Sorry. Sit down. I thought it was like back 4. Okay, that's okay, Cassie.
That rock will settle in the middle of the 12-foot. Certainly looked like the curl was trying to bring some of the weight off, but it managed to find its way to the back 12.
Yeah. And we've seen it multiple times, so I don't mind it. Okay.
1 and 2 is a shot stone for the Northwest Territories.
I think I like this one. I like this one. Yeah.
And no open hits there either, so a great result.
Alberta's pretty much forced to go in here. I think they could take that back one out, the one that was just thrown. The issue then is you're giving up 2. This has to be made though, because if she doesn't get it hooked in enough there, she could leave herself open to get knocked out for 3. So the rock placement is going to be pretty important. And I think she has to be better than halfway buried because, again, with the amount of curl on the ice, you can take out a rock around that guard if it's only half buried.
Certainly an early gut check time here for Alberta and Serena Gray Withers.
Hold straight.
And they'll pull that rock to the top of the button. What a sweep from Monroe. Wow. Stem to stern, just giving her the whole way. That's a great result there for Alberta.
Yeah, I think I would have preferred it top 4.
You can see just a piece.
I shouldn't pick on them. It was a really well thrown shot. I do think though there's an opportunity to tap this out.
There certainly is, and you're right. If it's top 4, there's less real estate for that rock to curl, or at least the thrown rock to curl and find purchase on hitting that yellow stone. So
Same weight that she just threw.
sage wisdom.
Yeah, that's it. I like that exactly. I like exactly what you just threw. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
So back 12. Back 12 weight would get that line correctly. The question would be, does it have enough weight to bump the Yellowstone and count 3? Certainly there for 2. It's that third point that you'd have to wonder about.
Okay, you got it.
We'll get our answer in a few short seconds here. As Cassie Rogers is in the hack and ready. Final stone here in the third.
Hard. Carve it over. Carve it over. Hard. Okay.
And that rock will be by. Perhaps a little too much weight for that broom as it goes through the house. It'll be a steal of 1 for Alberta. A little sigh of relief there for the Wild Rose province. We'll take a break and we'll be back after these messages.
When the cab is your office, you'll never get tired of going to work. Spring, summer, fall. Season after season, New Holland offers the solutions and connected technology that you need. From seeding and spraying to the world's leading twin-rotor combine, New Holland has you covered from emergence to harvest. Visit your local New Holland dealer to learn more about how New Holland helps you get it done.
We sure hope you enjoyed that break and got yourself a snack and your favorite beverage as we continue coverage here from the 2022 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships. My name is Andrew Denny. I'm joined in the booth by Coach Sean Turriff, who had the binoculars out, and he's in full coach mode today, so he's imparting his wisdom in the booth, and we really appreciate his time here in Stratford, Ontario. Our feature game this afternoon is Alberta versus Northwest Territories. Alberta off to a 2-0 lead. As we continue here in the fourth end, both points via the steal. And certainly a story of opportunity missed so far here for the Northwest Territories. They've been cooking up some ends and just can't quite finish off. And full credit to Alberta, who continue to apply pressure.
Yeah, some really good shots being made. I think the misses are pretty finesse misses, so I think we're in for a good game.
Certainly been entertaining so far. The Alberta offering slips to the back of the forefoot, and Grace Trois will deliver. And that rock will actually curl past the nose and flash. It looked like she may have gotten it started a little bit out of her hand. So an opportunity now for Alberta to improve their fortunes a little here in the house. Anna Monroe now will settle in and deliver her second.
I was too far over the rock. Good. Wait there. Top line. All right, T-line. I think it's coming down pretty hard. Top 8. Always going. Top 4. Top 4 T. I know it looks like it's
15-3.
It'll be right on
That's like pretty good. That's pretty good.
A very nice adjustment there from Monroe. A 20-year-old, and she's currently studying her Bachelor of Education and majoring in primary education and a minor in the arts at the University of Alberta. You can see that Golden Bear logo on their shoulders.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense.
So a second chance now for Grace Trois here in the fourth. She'll be on the nose, jam the stone back as it sits in the back of the button. Great shot there. Trois 17, she's a grade 12 student at St. Patrick High School. And a bright future in curling, no doubt.
2.5 feet. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Yeah. 2 feet. I think easy. I'll give you max. Okay. How much weight? Easy. Okay, you got it. Yeah.
And so a red-yellow combo occupies the forefoot. As Brianna Cullen will deliver.
Both teams just happy to keep this clean, kind of. Northwest Territories not really looking to take too many risks yet. They don't really need to. It's only a 2-point deficit. Alberta happy just to keep the house clean.
That was my bad. See that? No.
As they'll run that stone back and catch their own in the back of the forefoot and spill everything. Brianna Cullen, 20 years old, and she's a kinesiology student. She's majoring in sport performance, so she's definitely in the right field right now. Maybe she can convince some of her professors that this is studying. Kayla Skogie now delivers. A little curl across the face, and Gray Withers will escort that stone all the way out of the playing area. Skogie, only 16 years old. She's a grade 10 student at École Sir John Franklin. Cullen with her second. I feel like we've seen this end before, Sean.
Yeah, I would agree.
Of no matter, it's all about style and preference. If both these teams want to keep it clean, they'll keep it clean.
Yeah, and sometimes we talk about, well, often we'll talk about managing the scoreboard. It's early, it's a 2-point game. There's no urgency right now to take risks from either of the teams. Northwest Territories might have chosen to throw a corner guard early just to get some rocks in play, but they probably looked at the scoreboard and said it's the fourth end. We got time. Let's just play it clean. Let's just play it open, not take any big risks and potentially increase that deficit.
And it's a very mature way of approaching the game, the scoreboard management first. That rock will hang a little, and despite the sweeper's efforts to get it to curl, it will make contact and roll out.
And Serena just happy to put another one up and maybe run this end out. I think both teams will kind of have half an eye towards, if they could take advantage of a miss that might pop up.
Yeah, certainly a game of opportunities. And sometimes it feels like it's not if you miss, it's when you miss and how you miss. Zoe Cinnamon delivers. Zoe's 20 years old. She's a Bachelor of Science student, majoring in Earth and Atmospheric Sciences and minoring in Bio. So perhaps she'll be a meteorologist in the future.
15-8. Okay, yeah, it ran kind of funny. Okay, sounds good.
She may be a meteorologist in the future, but she's currently one heck of a curler, as that rock will stop in the 8-foot.
Okay, you got it.
Yes, you got it.
Chastity O'Keefe now for the Territories. Delivers her first.
Hard over. Hard over, you got it. Hard over. That's a good way to work. Okay, what was that, like 10?
As that rock will make contact and spill out of play. O'Keefe is 20. She's a respite worker for the Foster Family Coalition.
I've seen her go like that, for sure.
Certainly community first work. And we always appreciate that.
That weight was great. It was like a 10-5, but we can work with that.
Cinnamon now with her second.
My speed skating coach, if we ever complain about stuff like that, because we always get stuffy at meets.
Hard, girls. 16-7. Hard.
That might be a little light.
16-7. And about 2 inches off, well, maybe about 4 inches off the house. That's not a number you would see at most of your clubs.
Yeah, it's probably a hog stone at a lot of clubs in Canada.
It's a hog stone at my home club, for sure.
Okay, 15-5, like a 4-45.
So now with a tight center guard to play with, Chastity O'Keefe will settle in and deliver.
So another set of numbers that you're hearing 45, 30, this kind of thing. And this is timing system that the players are using. We call it interval timing. And it's the time between the back line and the hog line during the delivery. And they're talking 4.30 seconds. If they're saying 30, it's 4.30. They just drop off the 4 because it's always 4. So.
Just an assumption at this point.
Right. The interval time from a coaching point of view, this is Sean on a soapbox. I don't love it. I don't love it at this level. There's way too much variability in the release. And so a little push, you get 430. A little push could be peel if I give it enough push. Or 430 could also be hog rock if I don't give it any push. So they use it for, some teams are comfortable with it. Not my favorite for that reason. But it really comes down to the consistency of your release. And if your team understands that you're giving a little push or a little pull, then you can get away with using those numbers. In the past, some teams have gotten burned by almost being a slave to those numbers. They see their watch say 4:30, so they're like, I'm sure it's going to be there. And they get confused as to why it wasn't. They don't correlate the little push.
And yeah, why have more variables when you can eliminate them? Consistency is key, and it's extremely difficult to match everybody on a team's releases and deliveries. So I think your line of thinking has a lot of merit. Already it skips stones here in the 4th, and Gray Withers will split the tee line there with a very nice draw. Sitting 2 now after an unfortunate overcurl on the Territories' part. So Cassie Rogers now lining it up.
Like the high one, the high double, high side double, or the nose. Like, you know what I mean? I can't tell how much weight she's throwing. You're playing like the high side and then roll over, right? Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure the nose is there. It'll be awfully tight to get by that guard.
Like whatever we have.
Get the nose and get the double.
And easier to manage.
Yeah, I think I heard them say they're playing for the high side and the roll first.
Yeah.
And then tolerance would be flirting with the nose. And the way this ice finishes, it's definitely better to err on the high side. As Rogers delivers.
Stop, 9, up. 9. Yeah, Callie. Hard, Callie.
By the guard, they'll jam. Spill the shooter to the wing. Rogers seemed dissatisfied with her stone. As soon as she let it go, she kind of looked at her hand. Maybe it picked up something or bit in her hand a little bit.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad shot. That was a over-the-top double there. That was going to be tough. It was going to be tough to make the double and hold the shooter. Not a bad result.
Nose is pretty darn good. I don't want to lose in the double, so. Very easy.
Either way, opportunity now for Alberta and Serena Gray Withers to remove that red stone and potentially sit 2. She'll deliver her final stone of the 4th end.
Easy. Little down.
Easy.
Clean.
If she ever gets the flop under cover here, that could be a big trouble for Northwest Territories. Something like that.
Yeah, certainly a very nice controlled roll over there. They'll bury a corner. That's an excellent shot for the 20-year-old Bachelor of Commerce and Marketing student at U of A. Show you the replay here. Monroe on the sweep, as she's been all game, and then powers that stone underneath cover. Still accessible here for the Territories. Not dead buried, and double is there for the blank.
Alberta's doing a really good job of placing their rocks in a place and placing their rocks into place. That puts pressure on the territories to make finesse shots.
Okay, I like it.
That roll, it's only a half roll, and this is the doubles there. But there's lots of ways to miss this. I think it's probably the right shot. The draw isn't easy either because Cassie would need a good chunk of the button. But great rock placement by Alberta.
Yeah, it certainly makes you think twice about how you're going to slide on this double attempt. Certainly don't want to be tight and give up a steal of 2.
You got it. Grace, I'll get the top right. Yeah.
A little pressure here from Alberta here in the 4th. Final stone. Cassie Rogers delivers.
Same way.
Oh, good shot.
She will make that double and spill the shooter all the way out for a blank. What a dandy. Great shot there from Cassie Rogers to post a 0 on the board for the territories there in the 4th. We'll throw it to a quick commercial break. We'll join you afterwards. Call your boss and tell him you're logging off early because we are ready for the second half of this curling game here at the 2022 New Holland Canadian Juniors. My name is Andrew Denny, and I'm here with Sean Turriff in the booth, and we're very happy to bring you this broadcast. Feature game here is Northwest Territories versus Alberta, and it's been a good one so far. Alberta leads 2-0. Very, very low-scoring affair thus far, but a great shot from Cassie Rogers in the 4th end. Rendered a blank, and it was a real nice dandy double. And spilled the shooter out and maintained hammer, and they've had hammer for 5 consecutive ends here. So they're really being patient.
Yeah, I think if I'm playing, I'm happy to always give the other team hammer. I can do that the whole game. I'm doing pretty well.
Undoubtedly, as Alberta will throw the tight center line guard. We up to Grace Trois.
Little low. We gotta go. Okay, yeah, then Callie first. Line's close, line's close. Alright, guys. We gotta get it. Callie, yeah. Hard. Top 4. Okay,
So in 3 separate ends now, we've seen Alberta throw up a center guard. The first end, Northwest Territories came around it. The first time they did it. The second time they did it, they threw one to the wings. And this time they're choosing to go around it again. Seems like maybe they want to put a little, maybe they want to try and score here. Mind you, I saw Northwest Territories a couple of days ago on the stream, and they were generating offense in this situation by throwing up a corner of their own instead of something into the wing, into the house. So.
Well, they seem very keen and intent to keep the scoreboard tight. Playing in the house quite a bit. Zanna Monroe makes an excellent shot there. She'll be tight by the guard, make contact, and spill to the wing. That is picture perfect.
Really good weight selection again by Alberta. Not overthrowing it, giving it to the sweepers, letting them manipulate it down the ice.
Grace Trois now with her second.
11. Down, close. Chest. Hard, chest. Hard pass over. Straight up. Yeah. Hard. That's good.
As that offering will come to the nose and stay right there. A lone, solitary Northwest Territories stone remains shot stone, biting the 8-foot, and Alberta will have something to say about that. As Brianna Cullen delivers. Sweeper is never on it as this rock's hanging. It'll find the high side and roll away. Bit of an unforced error there, but nothing to cry over.
You can do it.
Opportunity now for the Territories to warp a draw in behind that tight centerline guard. It'll be up to Kaylee Skogie.
Go outside. Looks like lots.
Top 8. Softer than last time.
Where?
Top 12. Top 8.
Face only
top
at the end.
Top 8. Top 4.
All there. Grace? Whoa, it'll.
Solid.
Grace. Grace?
Little?
Yeah.
Go, Grace. Go, Grace.
That's fine.
Hey, nice shot.
And an excellent shot there from Skogie. Dead buried.
I think it'll finish here.
You got it.
And so by virtue of that tight guard, they're throwing the run back. Brianna Cullen delivers her second. Sweeper's fighting to hold this one.
All the way. Keep going.
And that'll over curl.
Okay. Just tight.
Shooter spills out to the bad, lands on the edge of the sheet.
Same way.
Clean always. There's still a little black.
So now an opportunity for the Northwest Territories.
Yeah, you're saying you got it.
We saw them split the house in an opportunity earlier this game, but I think that shot ended up slipping through the rings.
Looks like they're going to split the house here again.
Skogie delivers.
A little softer.
Hey, careful. Top 12, top 8. Okay,
And the option might be to throw up. The option might be to throw up a center guard there, but that would draw play all into the center, which would make it a little more difficult probably for the Northwest Territories to score the second point. By splitting the house here, hopefully the rocks don't get clustered and they can just kind of hit their way through for a deuce.
And they do successfully split the house and maybe a foot deeper than what they would want it. Provides a long but a very natural double for Alberta. Not sure they'll throw it. They'll probably elect to hit and roll and, like you said, group the rocks.
Then you guys can hold it. We really don't want to roll out.
It's pretty flat. That was a pretty good stone. The roll over here, it's unlikely to be on top of the second shot.
So the Zoe Cinnamon offering will come just to the nose and roll to the right side of your screen ever so slightly.
This is your last one, 10-5. You got it.
Northwest Territories with an opportunity here. They've got the broom down quickly. Certainly no second guessing this call. It's Chastity O'Keefe now. Delivers.
Really want to roll to the left side of the sheet. Really would rather not nose it.
And they'll be close to nose and just an itty-bitty flip there.
Every nose hit brings that rock a little bit higher into the house and makes the double a little more likely to happen. When they first started this 2 shots ago, I mentioned it was so flat that it would be hard to roll on top of the second shot. Subsequent 2 shots, and fast forward 2 shots later, and now there's an angle there that maybe there's a double, but just as importantly, Alberta can hit this stone and roll on top of Northwest Territories stone.
Gives you much more tolerance to play with if you've got a catcher there on the wing.
This one's hanging a little bit.
Might have an edge. Yeah, and just a high five on the way by. An unfortunate unforced error there from Alberta.
Bump it back a bit.
But if you're the Territories, you got to be licking your chops now. 5 ends of patience is looking like it's starting to pay off a little.
Isn't that giving them a double?
I can't hear
I
you.
don't mind top 12. Yeah.
Like
over
here?
here.
No, that gives them that double. How about in line? In line.
Like even. Even, I like that.
8 foot.
Yep.
They're a little bit worried about giving up the double, but I don't
Same
think
way as the last one.
I like top T too. Yeah.
I don't think they should be, because
But just throw same,
the
no sweep.
the double.
You got it.
If Alberta makes the double, then they've got a nose hit basically to sit 2, and so the deuce is in play. They may be eyeballing a 3, which is probably why they're thinking, oh, we don't want to give up the double. But I think at this point they should be aiming to get that deuce as opposed to trying to get a little bit greedy.
Whoa, whoa.
And with the current setup in the house, it certainly would be possible and plausible to score a 2 without too much help. The 3 is lofty, but not non-existent.
Yeah, it's pretty hard not to throw that stone in a place where there's going to be a double. So probably better to put it in a place where it's going to be hard to make a double.
Play firm here.
We talked in a previous broadcast, I think Brian and I we're talking about teams and the end planning they do. So before an end starts, typically the teams, between ends, typically teams will have a mini meeting, and in those meetings they'll talk about their goals for the upcoming end. So 3/4 questions they'll answer for themselves will be, what do we want out of the end? What can we live with? What can we not live with? And what's the bonus? And so they'll be clear on that, and that'll help direct their shot calling. In this case, I would hope that Northwest Territories' goal for the end would be to get 2. Big fall there.
Yeah, Anna Monroe just took a spill, and she's up. She's okay.
Thank you. I know.
Didn't look like there was any contact with her head on the ice, which is good. But burned rock, unfortunately.
Looks like she just lost her footing, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, curling is a slippery game played on ice, and we always forget that.
She had a little smile on her face when she, bit of a scratch. A little smile on her face when she went down though, so that's a good sign at least. She doesn't look injured.
Yeah, just brush it off, and hey, it happens to all of us. Some more than others.
Brush it off. That was your curling pun for the day, was it?
Thanks, Sean. I'm glad you appreciate me.
Over here? Yep. Even.
Yeah. Then, wherever they roll, either I do this.
I don't like touching
So despite unfortunate circumstances, Northwest Territories isn't exactly going to give it back, as they're in it to win it.
And I think the same conversation here, they shouldn't be worried now about giving up a double. A double in the right place should guarantee them a 3. So let's make sure that we don't get... The thing that they have to avoid is giving up a double that gets a roll. So let's say, for instance, they put it in a place where Alberta can make a double, then roll the shooter on top of shot or second shot, effectively negating third and fourth shot. I think the perfect shot for me would be to almost nose tap that one on the left just in front of the forefoot. Sure, there's a double. Awfully hard to get the double and roll over onto one of those other ones without leaving a wide open hit for 3.
And it's certainly a high level of planning that a lot of these young teams are starting to get accustomed to, and thanks in large part to the coaching guidance of coaches like Sean.
I hit the rock. It was after the hog line. She just bumped in the room. And after the hog line, no, I didn't even hear it. Okay, 4 a little.
So you hear there that one of the sweepers touched the rock, hog line in, and the rule on that is you let the rock rest. But both skips seems to say, it didn't really affect anything. That's just the good nature of play right there.
Yeah. So to your point, Brian, sorry, Andrew.
It's okay.
It's Brian 2 games now. It's Andrew. The rule, as you said, was you let that rock come to rest, and the opposing skip has a couple of options: leave it where it is, or place it where you thought it would have ended up. Should dig up the rule book because I think there's a third option there.
Both of those options seem reasonable.
Yeah, and inside the hog lines, between the hog lines, the rule is as soon as you touch it, it immediately comes out of play. There's no choice. You don't let it run. You don't. That's different than from a few years ago, but that's the rule now.
Yeah.
And so there's that double that hopefully I would think the Northwest Territories would not be upset with, because now they've got an open hit for 3.
Yeah, really a strange end that came together. But a big 3 staring Northwest Territories dead in the eyes. With an open hit, they can take the lead in this game in the 5th end.
Yeah, a couple of unfortunate circumstances there for Alberta. There was a miss that was too bad, and then, of course, the burnt rock. But that's the nature of the game. That happens. I'm sure Alberta's fairly seasoned team. They will bounce back from that, I feel.
Undoubtedly so. They've displayed great maturity so far. So, final stone here in the 5th.
Oh boy, this one's curling.
Yeah, sweepers are on this right away. A lot of urgency.
A lot of house to roll to, but she's running at a rock. Ooh. What was I worried about? Look at that.
Wow. And that rock will stick around for a score of 3. Northwest Territories cashing the hammer in the 5th. Very patient approach. We'll go to the break as the 5th end break is about to begin, and we'll see you on the other side.
Oh yeah, 5th end break.
When the cab is your office, you'll never get tired of going to work. Spring, summer, fall. Season after season, New Holland offers the solutions and connected technology that you need. From seeding and spraying to the world's leading twin-rotor combine, New Holland has you covered from emergence to harvest. Visit your local New Holland dealer to learn more about how New Holland helps you get it done.
Here now at the 5th end break between this feature matchup between Northwest Territories and Alberta #1. Sean, a 3-2 game thus far and a tightly contested one. What are your thoughts?
Both teams are showing a lot of patience. It seems like no one's really willing to take a big risk, which is fine. A lot of good shot making. we haven't talked about this, but lots of good communication. The teams are both talking a lot, being very accurate at least engaged with the shot calling and reading the ice, and and that's really important for the skips. We're seeing a few over curls on both turns. I think the ice surface is just tricky enough that there's something they're still getting used to. But it's a good game so far. Well played. A lot of good rock placement, smart play by both teams, and I think we're in for a good Final Five.
Indeed, and as the score tightens up, Alberta now getting their first opportunity with the hammer in this game, as they haven't had a chance to even capitalize with it yet. Do you think that the strategy will change? Do you think we're going to start to see more rocks in play?
That's a good question. I'm not sure how Alberta is going to play with hammer. We haven't seen it, so they've been happy to be patient so far, and they got a little unfortunate in that last end to give up that 3. Let's be honest, with a burnt rock and an unfortunate miss. Otherwise, it's another tight end. So it's hard to say. They seem patient. They've been patient without hammer. It'll be interesting to see whether or not they go aggressive with hammer now.
We'll throw it back to another break, and we'll get you back to live action in just a few short minutes.
Curling teaches as much about life as it does about sport. Club, team, house, lead, rock. These are the words of our sport, words we embody, powerful words, words that speak to everything we represent: respect, togetherness, strength. Curling doesn't discriminate. The ice doesn't judge. It adapts. It accepts. Curling isn't a book to be judged by its cover. On these sheets, everyone is on the same page. It's what's on the inside that counts. We dream big. We play with heart. We focus on these circles and imagine podiums in far-off places. In a game of inches, every move counts. Are you ready to make yours? The support of the curling community makes it possible for thousands of kids across Canada to follow their dreams, on and off the ice. Please give generously.
Back underway here from Stratford, Ontario at the Stratford Rotary Complex. This is 2022 New Holland Canadian Juniors Curling Championship action. My name is Andrew Denny. I'm joined by Sean Turriff in the booth. Feature game so far is Alberta, #1 versus the Northwest Territories, and quite a game so far, as Northwest Territories currently lead 3-2, Alberta with hammer in the 6th, and off a big score of 3 in the 5th end, the Territories gaining momentum.
Yeah, so to answer the question that I couldn't answer in the 5th end break, it looks like Alberta's throwing, or calling at least a corner guard, which would suggest to me that they kind of want to go after it a little bit. Now, this one's slipping a little deep, but the intent was, I think, to throw up the guard and get some rocks in play.
Certainly was, Sean, and that rock will stop just barely biting the 8-foot. And that is music to the ears of the Territories team. They'll be happy to hit this one. And that task will fall to Grace Trois. She'll be on the outside of that stone and roll through the Badlands. And it'll be out of play. Probably be inconsequential anyway. So a fresh opportunity here for Anna Monroe to throw a corner guard and get Alberta started here in the 6th.
Just above New Holland. Easy. Good, Anna. Nice.
And a very nice adjustment there from Monroe as she slipped deep in her first one and places that second one perfectly. Right above our New Holland logo. And we always appreciate our sponsors, as New Holland is our title sponsor for this Canadian Junior event. Those blue tractors look great in the fields. Callie Skogay now.
Top 12.
Even if that's fine. Whoa, that's fine.
Okay.
It's good.
She'll draw to the top 12 and cross the center line a little bit.
Might not have wanted that one to curl quite as much. Gives Alberta the chance to hit and roll in behind the guard they just threw.
And Alberta has been quite good this game at executing their hits and rolls thus far. And a big one here could help them set up for two. Brianna Cullen delivers.
Curl. Curl. Oh, straight. Roll the other way. Okay.
That rock will come to the nose. Looks like it was a bit of a mid-shot audible to try and roll the other way.
Yeah, the weight selection there. She threw a little more weight than I thought she might.
10-5.
Ran a little straight on her. And didn't get the roll.
Yeah.
Cassie Rogers now will be happy to repeat that and make that Alberta stone go away. Muskogee delivers her second. And that will cross the nose and roll out.
That's a tough break. I think they really wanted that rock to stick around. Roll either to the center. Actually, any roll wouldn't have been bad. If they roll under cover, it makes the draw under cover a little harder for Alberta. If they roll towards the center, then Alberta's got to address two stones up the middle. But
Easy. Line's good.
So a free look for a draw around the corner guard now for Alberta.
Line's good. Like to go. Okay. Line's, yep. Wait. Wait's good. Hard, Anna. Hard. You gotta go. Hard. Okay.
And that will over curl and wreck on the guard.
15-8. I think Wait would have been okay.
Wait, it's good, yeah.
You like Pia?
So missed opportunity there for Alberta. You got to wonder how many more of those shots they're going to get.
Just throw 9 though.
Okay. Just fine. You got it.
And it looks like the Territories are going to peel the center guard. That'll fall to Chastity O'Keefe.
Grace.
Other side?
No, Grace. Grace, yes. Yeah. Roll it away.
So they'll get close to nose and spill that to a second corner,
Pushing that way.
albeit a red corner.
I know. I was like, where are you going with that? I don't know.
Because if it does cut, you might have to finish.
So a few rocks in play here for Alberta to work with. Both corners. And Zoe Cinnamon delivers.
We're there.
Stay close, Anna.
Go on to Becky.
Only Anna.
Becky.
Okay, well. Clean, Anna. Tight.
T-line.
Tight.
T-line. Back T.
Well, I think you're not that deep. Oh.
By the guard with plenty.
this looks nice.
15-6.
Yeah, very nice shot there.
Yeah, that's a good spot for Alberta. It puts pressure on Northwest Territories here. No way to get that
You
stone.
like it?
Yeah. I like the peel.
Same.
We might catch the back one on that way out. If we catch the back, go for the
I think
peel.
this way.
Yeah. Okay, you got it.
Same way.
Yep.
The Territories are adamant on peeling, so they will make this corner guard go away. O'Keefe delivers her second.
Maybe a
Look,
little more.
yeah.
And she'll find her own as well and
Get it out, get it out, get it out.
bump it, but not remove it from play. This will give Alberta an opportunity here to
Okay.
strike the Northwest Territories stone and
I think it'll move
sit
here a
two.
bit.
Cinnamon now with her second. She'll over curl, but stick around in the house in the back 12.
Yeah, we're still seeing a few over curls. It's hard to believe how much this ice curls, and if they don't have the experience, it's being on a surface like this repeatedly, which practically none of these teams would have that experience. It's hard to internalize that it's actually going to move that much, even with weight. So the over curl cost Alberta a little bit there, because it gives Northwest Territories a chance to double these two rocks off and kind of get out of the end a little bit.
Yeah, it would certainly relieve the pressure.
Yeah, pretty.
And like you said, Sean, a lot of these teams don't have national experience. Some only experiencing their first level of national play at the recently passed New Holland World Junior qualifiers in Saskatoon. Some have no national experience at all, so a great learning opportunity here in Stratford. Cassie Rogers now, her first.
10, 9, 5.
Whoa, yeah, Callie.
Whoa, it's a little, That's okay.
That rock will stay on the high side.
Yeah.
Roll away.
Think it'll move? I like the hit. Okay.
A little unfortunate there for Northwest Territories. We would have liked to have stuck a shooter around at least close to in the house and force Alberta to contend with it. Not sure they changed their shot regardless.
No, they kind of got both misses out of that one. They didn't get the double. If they roll out with a double, that's okay. But if they don't make the double, at least sticking the shooter would have been a consolation prize. But
On the guard. What are we thinking for speed?
and now this red guard that didn't roll out from the peel comes into play.
Yeah, it's uphill.
It's uphill, she said. That's great.
Someone get the level out. Serena Gray Withers now with her first here in the sixth end.
Line's good. All there. All there.
Got room, it's ready. Kate.
It's steady. Kate,
Back 8.
it's really moving now.
Still back 8.
Back eight is
4.
good, actually. We're going to be open.
We're
So,
about T.
Kate,
Leave it
just
above.
Go. Yep. Go back. Yep.
Go. Yep.
Kate, just make it even. Keep going.
You're good.
Kate, good girl.
That rock will stop firmly in the back 12. Looks like it's mostly buried, but it's more of an illusion with the way this ice curls.
And I was hair up.
Stay away from it. Fair enough. You can see like 2 thirds.
Yeah, that guard is far enough out that that yellow rock that was just thrown can be removed with
Same way.
hack weight. It really only needs to move another 2 feet to be out of play, so hack weight would get rid of that.
Instead, the Territories are going to elect to hit the open one.
You can see 2 thirds of that other one, but
And they might be forced to concede a 2 here.
okay. 10. You got it.
I mean, there is some risk to going after the shot rock in that if you ever wrecked on that guard, you might give up a 3 spot there. Might be a better opportunity, though, to force Alberta. If you ever did make that shot, then you put Alberta in that position where if they wreck on the guard, then you get your steal out of it.
All the way.
This is a bit of a concede 2 shot.
Okay.
Indeed, as they'll roll to second shot, so it'll be a free draw for 2 here for Alberta. And no surprises there from the Territories. They've played a fairly conservative strategy thus far, not too many risks. So concede your 2 and you're only down 1 width. That's not a bad spot to be.
There's still quite a bit of game left. 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a significant difference between 10 ends and 8 ends. You can be that much more patient with the scoreboard.
Indeed. It's great for the players. It's tough on the fans as their nerves are getting put through the ringer in a 10-end game. Final stone here in the 6th. Alberta looking for 2.
Line's good. I thought it was close, though. 8 foot. Close. Easy. Just top 8. Line's good. Take a look. Take a look. Easy. You're all over this. No backing.
No, we're past the 10. No, it'll be on it. You're fine. Sorry, I double timed it.
And that rock will stop in the back of the 4-foot biting. And it's an easy deuce there for Alberta as they'll take the lead in the 6th end.
Okay,
We'll throw it to a break and we'll join you after these messages.
This is where the focus comes into play. Look at that. Canada, say hello to your new champions.
Proudly pulling for this generation of Canadians and the next for over 40 years at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
As you can see, it's a beautiful spring day here in Stratford, Ontario, as the snow is blowing sideways and the temperatures have plunged to about minus 15, minus 20, give or take. So might be a little early to break out the Speedo, but that's okay. We're inside curling today at the Stratford Rotary Complex from 2002 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships. We've got a great match here between Alberta and the Northwest Territories. My name is Andrew Denny. I'm a member of the Curling Canada Communications team, and I'm joined by Sean Turriff, coach extraordinaire.
And non-Speedo wearer.
Ooh, bold choice, Sean.
Just had to get that out there.
That's okay. I'll take care of that for both of us. 7th end action. Alberta currently leading 4-3 after a clutch deuce in the 6th. Looks like the first offering of the end, the Anna Monroe offering, slipped a little deep. A couple times that she's been heavy on that number 1 stone. Starting to question whether maybe that stone is a little quicker.
It could be. I find this to be an interesting choice. That rock is barely touching the very back. Really not much of a threat. With hammer in the, 7th end? I think I'd be tempted to probably throw a corner instead, just to try and get something going.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that rock's ever going to hurt you too much. It might actually help you in the long run,
But Northwest Territories has shown that they've been patient so far, and it's certainly paid off so far. So maybe they're choosing, again, we talked earlier about scoreboard management. Maybe they're really planning to or wanting to blank this end and maybe go after it in the 8th so that they have control in the even ends.
I didn't mind the roll out. 15-4.
And the Monroe offering will just cover the pin. Oh, a little shimmy for covering the pin. All right. I might have to take that home to my mix team.
You got it.
It was awkward.
Grace Trois now for the Territories. It's always nice to see the teams having fun out here. This is truly elite competition, but it's always good to remember that it's about having fun as well. So another up and down end looks to be manifesting here in the 7th. Brianna Cullen will deliver her first.
Easy, clean, easy down. Yep. 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 Easy to it. Down. Hard. Yes. Hard. Hard. Gotta go, Anna. Gotta go. 11.
The rock will cross the face and roll to the back, just biting the forefoot.
So that one curled a little bit more than I think they'd planned on, at least. But the roll to a new spot's a good thing for them. It changes up the ice on the Northwest Territories. They got to pick a bit of a fresh spot.
This rock is curling.
Good scrub.
Yeah, it really held that one as Skokie slid a little tight, but no harm, no foul as the sweepers will bail you out.
I think that's one thing that I would hope that the teams would really appreciate, the fact that this surface really showcases sweepers. I've personally seen a lot of big brushes saving shots. I've seen that far more than any other impact, to be honest. And it's nice for the sweepers to be able to have such an impact.
10-4.
Without a doubt, and you know those front end players are just keen to get out there and really make their impact felt. There's no worse feeling than when the skipper releases the stone and you're looking down at it and you're going hard and you know it's not going to affect it at all. So you're always a little bit more willing to sweat it out when you can save or make a couple. And full credit to our ice team here in Stratford. They have been hard at it for almost 2 weeks now. And this is one of the best surfaces that I've ever seen, and I'm a little jealous. Can't get out there and throw rocks. Have to settle for the second best seat in the house, I suppose.
Should run pretty good here.
Zoe Cinnamon now, her first.
Yep. Right to it. Right to it. Clean. 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 11-5. Good.
Yeah, and that'll be on the nose. No mistake there.
Down, right?
Chastity O'Keefe now. Delivers her first.
10, 5. Yep. 10. Yeah, all the way. Any roll.
And that'll be on the nose. And may have wanted to roll to the wing a little bit, but they certainly won't be too upset with that result.
Okay, I'll throw a better weight this time.
It's a good end for the time clocks. Both teams get 38 minutes of thinking time, which means that the clocks only run while they're making the shot decisions, essentially.
Certainly like that system better than the old system,
Yeah.
where you were essentially punished for drawing.
Yeah. Both teams in good shape in terms of the time clocks, and no one's yet used a timeout. Both teams get 2 90-second timeouts, which includes travel time for the coaches.
You got it.
Yeah, certainly ample time for both, and nobody likes to see the time clock expire. O'Keefe with her second.
Line's good. 9-5. 9-5. Whoa. Great.
And sweeping to make this one curl. And
Sorry. Oh my God. You okay?
a little slip there and a stanky leg, but no problem.
Alrighty, just easy here.
A single solitary Northwest Territory stone sits in the full 12. As both teams have been content to run the stones up and down and paste nose hits like they're pasting postage on stand.
I think we're heading for a blank in this end. You never really know. There could be a mistaken stuck shooter for the last one, but the ladies have been playing pretty well, and no giant misses from either team really so far.
No, a very measured approach to applying pressure as well. And it's a good way to ensure that you don't lose a game early.
Right.
Because you can't win a game early, but you can certainly lose one early.
Okay. Okay. I'm good. I would like to spend in five. Maybe hair less, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, we're 10.
Yep. Yeah.
You like his nose?
Yes. Okay.
You got it.
Still very productive conversations happening from the hack, even though this is fairly routine stuff.
Well, it's important that during these routine, straightforward-ish ends, the teams keep up that level of communication. Because if they don't, it's harder to get back into it, so to speak, once the ends. Because we know there's going to be some action in the coming ends. It's just not. We're just not there yet. So if they get out of the habit of doing it in the straightforward ends, it's harder to get back into it when they do need it. So really smart from both teams just to stay engaged, make sure they're doing their job, focusing on the process.
And it's certainly good to see that those sort of non-tangible items have now become a focus for these youth teams because they are integral parts of successful curling teams. And you'll see most teams, if not all the teams out here especially, are entrenching those habits.
Yeah, they're absolutely going to need them at the next level. And to see them working on it and getting good at it at this level is encouraging.
Great Withers delivers. No mistake there. She'll bop that stone on the nose. So the blank opportunity now lies in the hands of the territories.
Okay. I'm assuming she wants to throw 10 again. Yeah. So we just might have to tweak a little extra. 10 again?
Yeah, same. Go across the face to blink.
Okay. Okay.
So you heard it, going across the face to blank.
Determine if we need to hold it, okay?
I find that interesting personally. I think the easier blank would be the high side and roll out, but
Be inclined to agree with you, Sean. But final stone here in the 7th. Yeah, they're working it to get it across the face. And they're on the right side of it. Needs a little love to help it out of the house. Certainly no problem there as the blank is executed beautifully there by Cassie Rogers. Pat on the back for Stogie on a nice sweep. It'll be a blank end there in the 7th. We'll throw it to a commercial. We'll see you on the other side. Stay tuned.
When the cab is your office, you'll never get tired of going to work. Spring, summer, fall. Season after season, New Holland offers the solutions and connected technology that you need. From seeding and spraying to the world's leading twin rotor combine, New Holland has you covered from emergence to harvest. Visit your local New Holland dealer to learn more about how New Holland helps you get it done.
Did you miss us? Because we certainly missed you. Welcome back to coverage from the 2022 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships. We're here on our feature sheet B in live action between Northwest Territories and Alberta. And Alberta currently sporting a 1-point lead as they have a 4-3 score on the board. Northwest Territories still in possession of the hammer. They were happy to blank the 7th, and certainly some sound reasoning for blanking the 7th and maintaining the hammer in the even ends. As we get started, Anna Monroe throws a very nice tight center guard, and we are underway.
So my first impression here is we're going to see some rocks in play. Center guard goes up. Means I think Alberta is looking to mix it up a little bit. And then Cassie seems to be calling a guard, corner guard.
I believe that was the call.
It's running a little bit, but with 2 guards in play, we're going to have 2 rocks in play after this one's thrown.
And Grace Trois very successfully throws up a super tight corner guard. I think that's the first time we've seen the center guard corner guard combo.
Twice as many rocks in play now as there were pretty much any point in the last end.
Yeah. And that is certainly by design from both skips.
Yeah, absolutely. That last end was actually well executed all the way through.
You gotta go! Hard! Hard! Go!
That's a nice shot. That's right in behind the guard. And the guard placement right on the New Holland logo is just high enough that drawing around it is okay, but it's a little bit long for a run. We're in for a messy, fun end here, I think.
Yeah, certainly. Both teams are going to be happy to use their guards, and it looks like Cassie's going to try and come around her corner. Grace Trois delivers her second.
Do I need to go? Sorry, where? T? Oh, wait, good.
T-line. Still room. T?
Chat?
Hat? Sorry, yeah. Cow.
My bad, that was a little more down than I thought.
That was always going to be a tough draw, straight up. It looks like a big hole there between the 2 guards, but again, we keep saying the amount of curl on this ice makes it really difficult.
Top 8.
And I think if she was going to purely draw around that corner guard, she would have had to almost skinny the center in order to get it around the corner.
Yeah, so the tap back on that is actually a very good result.
Yeah.
Brianna Cullen now delivers.
So we'll keep an eye on this rock. Alberta's trying to curl around that corner. We'll keep an eye on how close that rock gets to the center guard. Coming off it now. Watch it dive towards the side.
Yeah, not a lot of clearance on either side, but what a gem of a shot that was.
Yeah, really nice.
Really good stuff there from Brianna Cullen.
You want to throw, like, we could just go here for now.
Okay, I like it. First shot.
Second.
Second, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, throw top 8.
Yeah, no cakewalk on this draw. That's a tough spot to get to. Callie Skogie delivers.
31.
Wait, really good. Top 8. Top 12. Top 12. Top 8.
Top 8. Top 8. Just chest.
Keep an eye as it comes by that center guard. It's coming off it now, but the weight's coming off it, so they're in danger of running into that red guard now.
Right up.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, it'll just rub off and spill into the top 12.
The wick's not bad because it gets it back out in front of that second shot yellow.
Yeah, you can always promote that rock if you're the Territories. Use it to run it back or eliminate a draw path. Territories do have the hammer here in the 8th, so they'll have to get a little bit of work done, as Alberta is currently lying 2, potentially 3 after this shot. Brianna Cullen, her second.
Line's good. Maybe a pinch down. Line's good. Line's good. Hard then. Straight. Gotta go, Zoe. Hard. Get by. Hard. Right to it.
Really going hard to that, for that to be third shot, and it successfully does get to the right spot.
Another really well-placed rock by Alberta. It's poking out a little bit into the hole in the middle, but there's
I'm just saying
no real way to get any kind of...
It holds. I'll tell you what I said.
Yeah, tough situation now for the Territories, as they're going to have to start thinking about clearing some granite. So an interesting plan B there as that rock over curled, but
yeah, they were fortunate there with the little rub.
you can see they're sweeping to keep it straight and high five the guard.
Yeah, if that curls any more, they miss that back red one.
And that's big trouble.
Yeah, so kudos to them for staying on the sweeping, because maybe I mean, if they'd given up on it, they wouldn't have gotten the result they did.
Yeah, it certainly pays to stick with your stones from end to end. There's always a learning opportunity or a couple of lucky bounces that can come your way. Zoe Cinnamon now coming down to the home end to have a conversation with her skipper.
Well, I was thinking like half. You don't like that? I like this.
Like sitting there.
Okay, I like this.
Okay, I think I like it.
Yeah, we're one, so.
You can always wrap later too.
Just easy.
Yeah, it's just unnecessary, I think. Oh, it's gonna nose.
So they initially talked about tapping that back one, I believe. The back red one, second
I
shot.
think it'll finish a bit.
But now they've settled on hitting this one in the top 12.
I don't think it'll finish.
It's probably a safer shot. Probably a much safer shot. Probably a mature call here.
Cinnamon now, her first. That'll be on the nose.
11.
So Alberta still sits one. Awful lot of yellow granite in there. And Cassie Rogers will have to make a move here.
11, okay, yeah. I'm fine.
Broom is down.
I think she's coming off that rock that was just thrown into the 2 at the top of the 8 foot there.
Yeah, that seems to be the access path.
Just trying to maybe stir things up a little bit. This one's got a little bit of heat, but that's okay. Line's looking good.
So we thin across the top and come to corner frozen.
I really like that. What a good result.
Yeah, that's pretty darn good. Chastity O'Keefe showing it how it's done.
That was really a setup shot, and I think it was a smart call because it gives them options in the next. Of course, Alberta has the draw around the 2 staggered but it's a matter of forcing the opponent into something that's difficult. Not an easy draw here.
No, certainly not, and the potential for error is quite thin. Cinnamon delivers her second.
Really good. Felt really good.
Line's good.
Line. Back four. Back eight. Back eight.
No line.
Back eight. Back
No
four.
line. No,
Back eight.
not yet.
Just back eight.
No,
Back four.
no. Anna now. Anna, go.
Just to it.
Oh, no bounce. Beauty.
She'll come frozen. Bump that red stone back just a little and sit biting back four.
I like, just kick this one up.
With
With 10.
Yeah.
So decision time now for the territories, and where do they want to target their attack? They're electing for the top pile.
A little less and less.
Yeah, I like this. With 3 rocks to play, they clear this out a little bit, and they've got all kinds of stuff in the front, and so that rock that was just thrown, because it slipped in behind the tee line there, could be backing later. This one's hanging on.
I got the yellow.
That's a pretty good result. I think they would have wanted to have stuck that shooter in there somewhere where it wasn't 6th shot, but a pretty good result.
Certainly changes the complexion of the front of the house, but you know that yellow stone was going basically no matter what.
Well, I kind of like
That yellow rock's it's pretty difficult right now to remove that yellow rock at the back of the forefoot.
And then they're probably going to do that, which is fine.
Yeah, the angles are not favorable if you're at the territories.
No, so I think the key here for Alberta is to not to give the territories some way to get at that. Because right now I don't think they can raise the red one back onto it to take it out, and they can't come around with the clockwise turn.
Okay.
So timeout is called for Alberta, and Coach Gary Coderre will be consulting with the team.
Okay. Same way.
Oh, same shot?
Okay, I really like that.
Yeah. You're very close.
Yeah, and if you can just sneak it on that red one and bite the forefoot.
Yeah, that's really
The
good.
thing is once you get over there, you're setting up a jam.
Yeah.
Versus setting up above it.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get it.
Do. I give you.
So coach instilling some confidence in the team, talking about, yeah, that's the draw right there.
Okay, I love it. We got it.
It's beautiful art, Sean.
Thank you. I don't know if anybody else can see it. Oh yes, you can. So that was what Coach Gary had mapped up. Now what they wanted to avoid, or what they want to avoid, is putting something too high,
Taking the same ice.
so that the territories could potentially do something like that, or obviously they don't want to come this side because then there's all kinds of doubles there. But.
Certainly makes a difference. Gray Withers now with her first in the 8th.
All there, I think.
Line's good.
Wait, it's a little tight.
Little tight. Okay, little tight. Line's good.
Room.
Sophie. Split.
Just go. Just go.
Hard.
Hard.
Anna, really gotta go, Anna.
Hard. Finish.
Good sweep, guys. Stay close.
And that rock will stop full forefoot.
So that's the spot I didn't think I would want it, because half a rock there, and I think both those yellows go.
Certainly looking like it. You know, you made the target for your opposition just that much bigger by putting that stone there.
Even if we lose this one.
A valiant attempt.
Even if we pick this one out.
It's one of those shots where it feels almost benign until you end up throwing it, and then it's the danger of it starts staring you in the face.
Dude, that doesn't make quarters.
Not automatic for the Territories, though. They'll have to make a good one.
It's a tough shot. It's absolutely not a gimme. She can see half a rock. She can see enough to make the shot, but she has to hit a little less than, a little less than what she can see. If that makes any sense. Just hit it high side, but she can't hit all she can see. If she hits it nose-ish, she'll jam that first rock back on the pile in the back.
I don't think so.
Yeah, just 10. That should be good.
So you make this, and boy, you'll be sitting really good if you're the Territories. So a big shot coming up here in this 8th end. Cassie Rogers.
She's close. Really close.
Oh, really close. Just goes by that second yellow. So he's sweeping to keep it straight.
Yeah, a bit of a sweeping error there. It actually...
If we let that curl.
No, my bad. I had it backwards.
Okay, fine.
No, it was a bit of sweeping. It needed to curl a little bit more.
Yep, needed a little extra curl out of that one.
Yeah.
I just can't get it fast.
Those angles are tough. They're tough to read. How those rocks react to each other, that's certainly something the teams will have practiced and played with it at their home clubs in preparation, but you can't practice every situation. So.
Yeah, it's the same ice. We pounded it the whole way, so it kept it
So another
straight.
opportunity now as Alberta can breathe a sigh of relief after that one.
So essentially they're in the same position. They're going to call the same shot, and they have to avoid the same, I hate to say error, but they have to avoid the same error they just made.
Alberta's final stone here in the 8th.
A little wider, a little wider. You're tight. I thought tight.
Don't want to.
Well then.
Well then. Back four, Becky. Back four. Anna. Becky. Becky. Hard, Anna. Back four. Hard. Go, Anna, hard.
Let us stay right there, that's fine.
That's much better.
Yeah, a little wider, a little deeper. Not sure how that yellow stone ever
That's
leaves.
actually better frozen there.
You can lose one yellow, but I don't think. I think the draw for one is probably the safer call.
Just pee. Is that you're throwing? Yeah. If we sit on there every shot.
Maybe just a hair on the inside.
Okay.
But I think I'd rather play the safer back.
Okay, sir.
You'll be able to finish through that ball.
Have you iced yourself for the backing? Okay, you got it. Yep.
So a draw with backing, but still a draw against 2. Awaits Cassie Rogers here with their final stone in the 8th end.
Yep, okay. And it was back 8. You got it.
Those are the greatest earrings. Got the the territorial logo.
Yeah, they're pretty spot on.
I love it.
One's good. Back four. Weight's good. Keep. Top four. Top four. Top 8. Callie. Go, Callie. Callie first.
This looks pretty good. Yeah, Suga's making sure, but starting to cut now a little bit.
Hey, whoa. Right?
And there it
Really
is.
nice shot.
A little bump and roll to ensure that they score their single in the 8th end. 4-4 will be the score as we progress to the 9th. We'll throw to a quick commercial break while we pay some bills, and we'll see you on the other side.
Really good the whole way. The whole time.
beautiful spring day here in southern Ontario, here at the Stratford Rotary Complex. See that beautiful New Holland tractor out front as well. No problem in the snow for that unit. Thankfully, we are inside curling where it's more temperate. In this feature match between Alberta and the Northwest Territories on Sheet B from the 2022 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships. A tie game after 8. We're in the 9th, Alberta with hammer, tied 4-4. Northwest Territories just threw their first one in the house. So it'll be up to Anna Monroe to
Clean, little tight, little down, tight.
take care of business.
Hard! You gotta go, Zoe. You really gotta go to stick. Hard! Down. Okay, that works.
Tyrok will hit and flip to the back 12.
10. You got this. Yeah, you got it.
So an interesting strategy choice here to be trading hits. I'm sure Alberta would love a blank.
Oh, no. Oh, no. 9-5. Not 10.
Yeah, we're getting to that point in the game where every risk is that much more, has that much more of an impact. Possibly Territories thinking, let's just get to the 10th. We'll try and steal then.
Yeah, certainly a viable strategy, just a difficult one.
That felt good. I actually remembered over the heart.
I guess it depends on team preference as well. You know, some teams prefer to be up in the 10th. Some teams prefer to be down one without, or down one with, sorry.
It ran really well. Well, I guess not over.
That's all stuff that those teams would have planned out with their coaches prior, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. These teams will both, I'm sure, have a game plan that they've mapped out. They'll know in their preference, at least, in situations with hammer and score differential, depending on what point they are in the game, how they want to play it.
Okay. 10. Yeah.
So the Territories will stay on the attack here.
Go left.
Wait, good.
5. Whoa. Great. Whoa. Just trash. Just clean.
Zarok will hit and flip back towards the center.
Brilliant choice there to go inside out as opposed to outside in. Not sure they necessarily would have played that way at their club because they wouldn't necessarily get that same kind of curl inside out as they do at the club.
Yeah, truly a pristine ice surface here and elite conditions. So full credit to our ice staff, ice technicians.
Okay. 9-3.
So a blank house awaits Cassie Rogers here in the 9th in a 4-4 tie. Callie Scobie's going to deliver her first.
Line's good. Wait, close. 3. Fighting. 12. Even tapping. Good.
The first stream game that the Territories played, this Territories team played, I had a chat with them after the game, and they felt they got fooled a little bit by the ice changing late in the game. And in that game, it wasn't the ice's fault per se, but they ended up being the only 10-in game on the sheet or on this side of the building, and they felt that once everybody cleared out, the ice conditions changed a little bit. So right next door on sheet A, we already have a final, and so everyone's vacated that sheet. The other two games are still going on, and looking at the scores, they may or may not go to 10. So hopefully they remember the lessons that they themselves discovered from that first game.
Yeah, certainly one of the more overlooked aspects of curling is the sheet changing as the game progresses. And as much as you may not want to believe it, the sheets next to you do have an impact on what happens on your sheet, on body heat and airflow.
You got it.
Chastity O'Keefe now.
Yep. Whoa. 9-5.
Close. Whoa. Kelly. Rolling. That's good.
They'll bump and spill on to the front of the 12-foot. Sure seems like a blank is cooking up here. But like you said, anything can happen. Still plenty of rocks left.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are kind of happy to play this way out. This end out. Lots of time on the clocks.
Yep.
Yeah, Alberta sporting 11 minutes 55, and the Territories sporting 7 minutes 32.
Curl.
Ample time for both teams. That rock will bop on the nose and stay outside of the house.
10-4.
Just draw behind. Even top floor.
So that extra patient approach paying dividends now for the Territories as they're going to look to sink one here.
You got this.
O'Keefe with her second.
Really close down.
Okay. Grace. Come on, Grace. Yep.
2.
Okay. Yeah. Grace. Hard. Okay, whoa.
Don't need to go that way.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
A little light. It'll just tap. But the Alberta Stone will stay outside the house.
Those two rocks.
No, that's fine.
Sorry.
Even if you're just top 8.
Go on.
No, I was waiting for it. I was going to say those two rocks are almost, you can't double peel them off, really.
You could try.
I just think they're going to be set up for drag.
You could play back 8. Okay.
Even if I just tap it in, that's fine.
You have to hit this pretty thin. You might need to play more than back 8.
Yeah, split it.
Like back line?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I like.
Split. So shooter, yeah, both of them.
Is this so
Yeah, the
close?
fact, I don't want to cut
I
them
feel
off.
like it might be max. I think if we hit it nose, that's better than slashing. Okay. You got it.
Yeah, the fact that those two rocks froze to each other made this a difficult situation or a difficult call. 'Cause you can't just the ladies won't just
Little tight.
rear up and peel those two off,
Little tight.
but they're an effective guard essentially. So what do they do with it? And what they've elected to do is just tap that so that the yellow rock gets tapped to the top 4-ish in behind the pair. If they're really sneaky, they get a little bit of an angle on those two.
Okay, that works.
And a good result there as the tap comes through. The rock will stop in the 8-foot.
You like just bump it?
That yellow onto red, I can't really see from here. Not sure if yellow onto red lines up onto that other yellow in the house.
Oh, you're doing that. No. This first, but if I...
Yeah, it looks like...
Those rocks will drag.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about there, when the two rocks are glued together, the back rock will...
Time out.
Okay, time out. Let's listen to them instead. I'll explain drag later.
You like just running it then?
Coach Brian Kellen coming out.
Yeah, unless tricky.
Yeah, you hit it on the high side. You got it buried. Right?
Okay.
Same objective. I think it's a little safer than trying to do a come around because you might give up a 2 or more, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So,
With 10.
Huh?
10, 5.
Yeah, but you've been playing for normal hits. Stiff normal hits. You got to hit a little bit on the.
Like 10?
You have to come across the nose a little bit, right?
Like right there. Right there is good. Yeah, it's like right.
Yeah, you know this weight well.
Let's hook them
Ooh, don't fall. I'm grabbing this.
So Brian coming out and saying, hey, these are looking pretty loaded up for bear here. Maybe we should cash it. Not a whole lot of resistance from the squad.
So the key here is where they strike the top yellow rock. What they have to do is they have to, you heard the coach say, they have to come across the face of it. Let's see if I can draw this. Come across the. I'm going to try and come. Oh, I'm going to try and come across the face of it to hit it on this side, so that this red rock gets promoted this way. If they hit it on this side, it'll promote the red rock this way. That's a kludgy way of explaining drag effect. Perfect.
Worked well enough for me. Rock does spill open. For now, it's a territory sitting 1. Certainly open enough to play the counterclockwise side and go after it and roll.
Yeah, there's really no roll under here. That would be fantastic if Alberta could do that, but there's really no roll under. So their only option is going to be to roll to the right as you look at the sheet now. Presumably, Northwest Territories will hit that. Now, Alberta will want to get some kind of decent roll. I would expect maybe over to the edge of the 8 foot if they could. If they kind of just sit there, it will allow Northwest Territories to hit and roll back the other way underneath the stagger corner. They don't want to do that.
Gray Withers with her first.
Hard to stick. Woo! Woo! Clean, clean. Roll. Little roll. Yep, big roll. You gotta go. Let's go.
They'll make contact and roll to the wing.
Perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that.
Now the roll for Northwest Territories to roll under that cover is quite a bit further, quite a bit more difficult to get the full roll under. And if they don't roll fully under, Alberta's just going to rip it out and blank the end.
Okay. Roll in. Do you like hair less size?
Actually, yeah.
Hair less chest?
Now,
It just seemed like that's a bit much for.
my theory
for even a
that the
10.
Territories
Yeah.
were trying to blank this end so they could try and steal 10 hinges on this shot. If that was really their strategy, they would hit and roll out. Because then presumably Alberta would throw it through. Flies in the face of probably what we're used to in terms of strategic calls, but depends on what their plan was for the 10th end. They could have been planning to steal the 10th end up until this point because, again, hitting some of those rocks seemed like that's what they wanted to do.
Right. Well, they'll hit and roll out regardless. And it'll be an easy blank here for Alberta.
I mean, I don't know that I'd ever try it, but, you know, there is that, I'll say, hack weight, high side red split. I don't think I'd do it in the 9th end of a tie game.
It'd be very bold for 2.
It'd be pretty bold.
You'd look pretty good doing it if you pulled it off.
And if you didn't,
well, there's the downside. Final stone in 9. And that'll be a clean blank end for Alberta, the team out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton. We're tied up after 9 ends at 4-4 in this feature match between Alberta and the Territories. We'll throw it to commercial break. We'll see you on the other side. back to action from the 2022 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships as we bring you our thrilling conclusion here in the 10th end of this, our feature match, Northwest Territories versus Alberta. And we're tied at 4 apiece. Alberta does have the hammer after a blank in 9. And it looks like Northwest Territories placed a number 2 guard just above our New Holland logo here at the home end.
Pretty perfectly placed guard.
Make it good, front of the rock.
Again, being mindful that they have to be able to draw around it and get into a position where they're going to be close to the 4-footer of the button.
Really good, really nice.
Without providing a short run back.
Well executed shot there from Anna Monroe. Lead for the Alberta foursome.
Really good. Great throw.
Or do you like 3?
What?
3.
3?
1 or 3.
No.
That one's a little deep. I don't mind
Because
going
it's okay
higher.
if you're right there. I like higher. Oh. I like
Okay.
that.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
3, you got it. Great.
Same weight.
Okay, Mike.
So a little discussion about where they want to place their second guard, not if they want to place a second guard.
Yeah, I just finished saying it was a perfectly placed guard, and it's a perfectly placed guard when it's all by itself, but if you want to place a second guard, it's kind of in the way. Hard to decide whether to put one short or long. That's what the discussion was about.
There's always a little bit of duality when it comes to placing those 2 guards. 1-3 in a perfect world, but in a steal situation, 2-3 usually is a good thing. So a lone, solitary Alberta Stone still lays in the 8-foot.
Very similar. Very well. You got it. Yes.
Anna Monroe now with her second.
Good. Heavy. Line's good.
You're all there.
Hey.
Back 4.
Stay close. Stay
four.
close for line.
Back 8.
Hold in.
Back 8. Like back 8. Back 4. Nope. It's coming off.
Back 8, back 4 would not be ideal.
Really is curling.
Yeah, you want to keep this above the tee line.
You're 2 to 2 line.
Looks like some of the curl has taken the weight off.
But we are.
Not where I would want to put that.
No, that is trouble for the Alberta team.
Foot higher would have been great. This is backing behind cover now.
So a really big moment here in this match as both teams have played very patient all the way through and looking for opportunities, and none more glaring and obvious than this one. Callie Twa delivered.
Wait, really?
Callie Skogay, my apologies.
Tap, tap, tap. Okay, yeah, then. Hard, all the way, all the way.
Sorry, Grace first. See? Catch, sorry. Catch. Hard! Right out! All the way. Keep going. Go as far as you can. All the way. Hard.
Pull it just a little light. Still a good rock to have.
It's like close to nose, but if you throw good weight, you'll roll.
Yeah, just a bit unfortunate. It cuts their draw off to that back rock, but lots of rocks left, so presumably there'll be some opportunities.
Yeah, and you have to assume that Alberta's going to start peeling.
You're right on the edge of center. Like really good run.
Clean. Oh. Okay, yep. Just the top. Yep. Okay, that's good.
Interesting result. You see those 2 red stones lined up perfectly with that yellow stone in the
Right now they still have this yellow.
back of the button.
Yeah, there's also the yellow, the yellow double there right now.
What?
Corner freeze.
Okay.
It's fine if
It's there. It's just a matter of, do you want to cash that check just yet.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm for like same weight.
Because if you do make that double, then you leave. To make the yellow double, then there's a red double right there, probably.
Yeah, and then the end is basically cooked.
Basement better.
Callie Skogie, her second.
Really good. T.
Really
Top
got it,
four.
Carol.
Back there. Great.
Where? See? Yeah. Hard, Grace. Yeah. Hard.
Well, if this has got the weight, this has got some potential.
Sweepers are working this one hard, trying to get it in there.
Just didn't curl. No, great weight. They kind of had to go for weight.
Yeah, really close to perfect. Of no matter. Alberta will continue to appeal and happily do so. Brianna Cullen now.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Good.
My uh-oh was, I thought if it came up a little bit, it was going to crash into that top yellow in the top 8 foot there.
That certainly would have been trouble.
Tap it up to freeze. T.
So 2 schools of thought in this situation. You've got the tap up to freeze, or you could throw another guard.
Just sit here. Yep. Grab the button pretty much. You got it.
With thirds first, it's a bit of a preference call. Chastity O'Keefe delivers her first.
Line's good. Waist good. Back 4. Little up. Back 8. Close. Okay.
Got a curl
still. Coming down. Top. T. Great. T.
Callie.
Hard, Callie.
Grace. Hard.
Grace. Hold
Right up. Hard.
Just
Hard. You should be good. I got it. Yeah.
The rock will come across, and
What great weight.
yeah, I don't think it's shot.
No, but I'll take it. If I'm Northwest Territories, I'll take it.
Most certainly.
3 rocks left, and Alberta's got to address that situation.
Yeah, you can't just leave that there and hope that your Yellowstone stays long enough, because it won't.
We're one? Yeah. I think you still have to hit something.
I agree.
Do this.
What if we double field this? Even if we go up
They're guarding or something.
and hit it, they're probably that way. Yeah. We got all the time. We have one.
Yeah. All the time.
So a timeout being called is Alberta would like to confer with their coach.
Very hard.
That's Gary Coderre
Be worse.
making his way out.
It's hard.
It's very hard. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah.
We need to lose it though.
Yeah, we do. We need to lose that back yellow.
Yeah,
Do you think the 1 onto the 3?
I would do the 1 onto the 3.
Yeah. It's like the
thing
best
is-
angle.
thing is if you hit a quarter of 3,
I just don't love leaving this.
you might spill 3 and 4.
I like a
and
double
1
peel.
leave your
I'm just
shooter.
worried
No,
that
I
the
think
5
we
goes
wanna
into
leave our
there.
one. We want to leave our 1.
Okay.
Our 1's beautiful for us right now.
Yeah, the 1 will always stay. Like if we can hit it thin enough that it kicks
I just
this
do
a
we
bit
wanna
sideways.
Do that now?
Yes, I think so. I don't know what
But
else.
then we leave this here and they're just going back under.
But we can never play this. Yeah. We're making it for them if we do that. Because then they could sit 3 red
Are we
in
trying
the.
to just like pick it out or sit here?
I think
Either. As we
No.
just can't hit it. Like the only thing you can't do.
I think
is
we're playing peel.
I think if you get to here and you just peel our 1's rolling out, do you want to keep it in play?
Okay, if you hit it right here, this one's probably going to just barely spin up to there, and that'll sit there. Or if you hit it too thin, that one will kick
Yeah.
out there, and this.
So
will
do you
lose.
think firm or what do you like firm?
I like peel. I think
Okay,
whatever
peel.
you want to hit, you want it moving.
I think you gotta hit a thick half.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Sean?
I think Alberta's got a tough shot, regardless of what they throw. They don't have a lot of good options here. I think what they've come up with is their best bet.
Certainly gives them the best chance to have something a little easier on their final stones.
So peel weight into this one to catch this one thin. Maybe kick it out purely, and then roll this out, leaving this guy here. Regardless, getting that center open, and then giving themselves a chance in the next one.
Zoe Cinnamon now.
This one's over curling a touch, I think. Oh no.
Oh boy.
That's fine.
Little over curl, and they end up losing their stone in the back, and all well and good, I suppose, but
I think that was just an encouraging. It's all good. That was a tough result, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the one place you couldn't hit it. Anything higher, and you're okay. Now, Alberta, all's not lost. Alberta's got the yellow back, the yellow tap back there.
Not exactly the easiest shot on the planet.
No, and with so many territories rocks in play, they have to really stick that one. They don't really have the luxury of just smacking it.
Well, certainly. Chassie O'Keefe now going to deliver.
Fight for sure. Could freeze. It's coming down. No, two. It's coming down.
Overcurl though. That's fine.
Still have to make this guard.
Never touch it. We can't. Please, overcurl. Stay down. Come on.
Over curl's okay as long as they get the center line side of that rock. They're okay. If it overcurls more than, well, that's too much of an overcurl.
I mean.
Yeah, and then invites the double back.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's a fine miss.
So that's the third time that in this game alone that Alberta can breathe a sigh of relief.
Firm. My last one was good peel.
Cinnamon now with her second.
Oh, never.
Curl.
This one hanging just a smidge.
Good.
Good
And they contact and make the double.
Are we shot?
And the Alberta fans sure do love it.
Great shot.
What a weight off your chest if you're Alberta, though. Things went from looking really bad to, well, pretty decent.
Is that second shot?
I don't even mind here.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Looks like territory's called a timeout. Unfortunately, their clock is still running.
What if we?
There we go. Lost about
I don't know.
a few seconds there.
What if we trap this here? Ours is shot, I think.
That's true, but
then
they
the
just
guard
run
here, so it
back.
doesn't matter. Yeah. Either way, we leave them that. But then she comes
guard
here and
she
then
draws,
we're
and then I
chasing.
have to draw after her. And if she's top, then I have to bump. And do you mind draw to there? Then they have to make
As
the
high
tap.
as you can.
Yeah, like
right
just
there?
a little.
It's a little tough.
I think we have to draw, and I think coming around this way is probably better.
Yeah.
To get a half buried. Even you can be back 4, right?
Well, then they
Yes.
come too. Well,
No, they
no,
still have to
okay, yeah,
tap.
for sure we're coming this way. Oh, there's something on the ice.
Yeah,
there.
I know. Yeah, get that.
Yeah, we can just, if you get there, you can get bite 4. As long
Okay.
as she may
Yeah,
still come
just
this way.
bury at the end. Need. Feel like that?
Yeah, a little more.
So after a timeout and the territories confer with their coach, they decide that, and like it's going to be a wide draw.
Hair less, Chas.
Yeah. Oh,
Still hair. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's out there.
Really all you need is full 4.
I like 15.
Getting buried is the key.
Everyone's gone, so 15
Yeah.
is fine.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're just trying to take away. Yeah, Alberta's got a lot of options here. That's the issue for Northwest Territories.
Cassie Rogers, her first here in the 10th.
Wait's really cold. Wait's really good. T,
Should
all
be
lines.
fine, T.
All lines.
Lots of room.
Wait's
Lots
good.
of
Wait's
room.
fine.
Lots
Grace.
Lots. Just Grace.
Ball back.
Okay.
Looks a little spicy.
How you got?
Chest.
Go, 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 go. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going. Okay.
Started?
As that rock will settle on the back line. So tough result there for the Territories, just overthrown a smidge.
You like that?
Oh, yeah.
Now the onus falls to Alberta on
Are you comfortable tapping?
where they'd like to place their second to final stone.
Yeah, it's
Totally
like,
up to you.
but she's always playing this draw again.
I'd say my first thought was the rip. Like, just open it
that's
up
not bad
and give us
either.
options, like a ton of options for your next
That's
one.
true.
Like, I know there's shots,
It's-
but if we rip, it makes her wrap so much harder and it gives your run, like, less variability. And then if she misses it, you always have that, you have this, you have that, you have a draw.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
It's up to you. What are you comfortable
I guess like
throwing?
just like the thing that I'm worried about is that we're not shot right now. But like she does have that same path again. My thing was playing this now.
But you tap it to back T, she freezes.
True.
What if you just drew?
I don't see the difference between that and that.
If we're drawing, we're going to button, so then she can see this.
I don't know if I love the rip.
Call a time. Do we have a time?
I don't think we have another one.
I
Okay.
personally like the rip.
do you like?
It just
I just know when I was skipping, I always like to get my draw weight the first one. But if you're comfortable with your draw weight, then I'm happy with the rest. Whatever you like.
I kind of like this.
Okay. Would you rather just draw around it so that you save that for later?
Yeah.
Because if we ever open it up, that's not good.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Tolerance is probably top 8.
Yeah. I think that's pretty close.
Okay. Move's good here, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. You got it.
So with plenty of time on the clock and a very productive conversation, the Alberta foursome have decided to play the draw.
Yeah, I would take that shot. If you're watching this, if you're a coach or a player watching this, I would take that shot and replay that discussion. That was a great team discussion.
Yep, very honest, a lot of open ideas, and everybody seems to be on board with what's happening now. Gray Withers now. Here in the 10th end, settling in the hack.
Line's good.
It's close.
Okay.
Little soft.
Little tight.
Puppy.
Okay. Little tight.
Top 12.
Okay. Hard.
Top 12. Tight.
Hard.
Top 12.
Hard. Tight. Keep going.
We're just tight. Or guard.
Keep going.
We're not top 12.
Lock
Just
on
get it
this
as tight as
one.
you can.
So a little light from the hands as that will settle just in the top 12.
Extension on that. Right there.
There's
Northwest
a-
Territories is still in tough shape here. I mean, where do you put a stone that can't be removed? The drawing in behind there, following that path that was just thrown. There's the double bump on the yellow. You follow the path. If she tries to shot, she just threw. There's the double bump, or if she's deep, they follow her in. Northwest Territories got a tough decision to make here.
I like just the draw.
I think so too, because the other thing is like this.
No, too risky.
But I think this way.
Yep,
Like
she just threw there too.
buried as much.
Yep.
They have the double run.
They gotta make it.
Yeah.
You got this. Plus, they're not frozen like this. They're a bit off. Exactly. They're not nose. Yeah.
So the Territories will elect to use the same path that Alberta just threw.
We can just push them straight in for.
They're going to look to wrap another guard or wrap another draw in behind that pile.
I don't even mind.
Need a pretty darn good draw to
I don't even mind.
make this
if
stick,
it's like
however.
8 foot.
So
Little tuck so that if they run, we might still be first shot.
15-5.
she took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say if she only half corners under the or half buries under those two, then the double run doesn't help them because she'd have to do it really quietly And she might jam it on the red on the edge of the 8.
Really close. Wait's really good. Top 4. T, all
Key is to
good.
get some of it buried and to be second shot.
Top 8.
If she's not second shot, they're just going to rip that red one out.
Coming down really hard. Top 12.
It's looking pretty good, though.
She'll over curl and wick off the front, but sit 1-2.
So close. She just maybe a foot light on that.
Yeah, pretty darn close to perfect.
She just ever gets around that pair, just half buried, not fully buried, just half buried, then boy, oh boy, Alberta has an awful tough shot.
I was going to say just the draw.
Sure. It's whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, you got
Did you
it.
get on that last one?
16-4. You need
No,
like
on hers.
what? Thank you.
And so with the territory sitting 1-2, Alberta is just going to elect to draw. And they just need to be better than full 8.
Do you think 16?
Always a little more extra pressure when you're in the hack. And sounds easy on paper, but when the game is on the line, gets the heart going a little bit more.
Yeah. We just need full 8.
Final stone here in 10 coming your way. With the game on the line, Gray Withers delivers.
Line's good. Feel close.
We're there.
Okay. Stay close. We'll tick off.
We're
Stay
back
close,
8.
Anna. Stay close.
Back 8.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
I don't think you're
Back
Becky.
8.
Yep.
Back 8.
I think she's pretty good.
Tick in. You'll be good. Good throw.
Yeah, a little bump and roll to sit in the 4-foot, score a single, and win the game. Not too shabby. Team Alberta won, improved to 4-1 as they take a 5-4 victory over the Northwest Territories here in our 2 p.m. draw. We thank you so much for tuning in, and you can tune in again later this evening, 7 o'clock. We'll be bringing you more live curling from the 2022 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships. My name's Andrew Denny. I was joined by Sean Turf. We'll see you next time. Enjoy your day.